Hi guys, Matt here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Drive with Matt. This video today is actually going to be a test route. So this is test route number 1 at Worthing Driving Test Centre. So I'm going to go around the test route and I'm also going to talk you through a few important tricky bits. Okay, so yeah, if you find this video useful, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Yeah, thanks very much guys. So I'm parked in the Driving Test Centre car park here. So I'm going to exit the Driving Test Centre car park. It can be a bit tight, so just have your wits about you, just take a look around. This is actually a venue for a lot of things, so it can get quite busy, so just bear that in mind when you're doing your test. So we're going to go left here. As you can see, there's a van coming, so it is really tight, so I'm just in gear 1 crawling through. The speed limit is 5 miles an hour, so you've got to adhere to that when you're coming out of here. Big old speed bump at the beginning, so go slow. I'm in gear 1 still. So then what we're going to do is make our way up to the roundabout, and at the roundabout we're going to go right. So it's exit number 3 turning right. So we've got to navigate these give way lines here. So the first one here, we've got to give way to the right, anyone coming off the roundabout. Once that's clear, we can move over to the next give way line, and then you've got to give way to the left. There's no one on the left now, so I'm going to make my way up towards the next give way lines, pop my right indicator on. So I'm going right at the roundabout, exit number 3. Be sure to keep on the inside lane as you enter the roundabout, because you are going after 12 o'clock. Going along the boulevard here, do keep in the right hand lane most of the time, because as you can see on the left there, there's loads of parked vehicles. If you do find yourself accidentally in that left lane here, just a quick check of your mirrors, indicate to move over, that should be safe. Roundabout, I'm going to go straight ahead, exit number 2. So I'm going to check that left mirror, move back over, and then go straight ahead at the roundabout, exit number 2. Be sure to keep right over on the left side here, because the lanes are quite tight. And again, coming off, you want to get straight away into that right lane because of the parked vehicles that are on the left. Next roundabout, we're going to take the first exit left, marked Littlehampton on the sign. Straight away, once you come off this roundabout, notice the 50 signs. It goes straight up to 50, so get your foot on the gas and build up the speed if it's clear. Take note of the signs, there is a roundabout coming up just past the lights. So at this roundabout, just past the lights, we're going to go straight ahead, exit number 2. So again, Be sure to keep in that left-hand lane, that outside lane. And it's still 50. To another roundabout, you can see the countdown markers here. These are really handy to let you know that the roundabout's coming up. The sign is a bit obscured, but we're going to go left. First exit left off the Goring. Notice the speed limit signs now. It does go down to 40. Keeping on the right here, because as you can see you can't be on that left side. Remembering it is actually 40 along this bit as well. There's a little reminder sign there just to remind you of that. To another roundabout here at the bottom, we're going to take the first exit left. Now we've just taken the first exit left. It is still 40 along this road. Loads of my learners all the time when I do this route with them on a mock test or something, they're really unsure. They still think this road's a 30. It's not a 30, it's a 40. Repeater sign there, just reminding you that. And then looking well ahead in the distance, it does go down to 30. Make sure when you're going through the sign, you are at 30 or slightly under. Another tricky one here that gets people caught out is a bend. It bends round to the left. No need to indicate, it's just a bend. I'm doing this route about 6:30 on a Wednesday evening, so yeah, it's not particularly busy. That's why I went into the actual test centre, because I knew there were no driving tests going on. It's really important not to go into the driving test centre when driving tests are happening. You could really hinder somebody's chances in the driving test. So if you do want to go in there, just go in there in the evening. Well, yeah, just in the evening really. That's when they don't do tests. They do them all weekend, so yeah. Even on the weekend they're doing tests still. So yeah, just go there in the evening if you really have to. Definitely not in the day. Don't want to get in the way of driving tests. So we're going 40 now, and we're going to go right into the next road. I'll slow it down a bit more because you've been going a bit faster, and as you turn right into this road it goes down to 30. Don't cut the corner, the markings are crap. ask you to pull over on the left like I'm doing now. Make sure obviously you don't hit the curb. Make sure you are in between the driveways. You don't want to be blocking the driveway. Again, this road is a typical area where they could ask you to do a parallel park. Quite often there are cars parked down here, and it's quite a quiet road, so it's a typical road where they could ask you to do a park. This road is a 30 mph speed limit. You don't want to go 30 though. Look at all these parked cars. I'm going about 23, 24, and that's good for me. So at the end of the road we're going to go left. Mini roundabout at the end, we're going to go right. It can be a bit of a tricky one, this one. It gets busy and there are lots of bushes and trees on your right, so your view is a little bit obscured, so take your time, slowly approach, have a look. If you're not sure, like I'm not now, but gear 1, there we go, and then we can just go. There was a cyclist coming then, so I wasn't too sure where they were going, so I stopped. If in doubt, just stop. Go left at the roundabout here. Again, it's a tricky one. Make sure they're not swinging all the way round. Back on the seafront road, we're going to go along here for a bit longer. Get a bit of speed up, get up to 30 if it's all clear. Now at the moment there's a big bump on the left, like a big dip. It's not quite a pothole, but you want to go round it. See how I'm going round it? A big dip in the middle of the road there. You don't want to go into that ideally. Obviously anything you go round like that, just have a quick check in the relevant mirrors, yeah? We're going to go left. It's just before these green lights that you see ahead of you now. So get that mirrors, indicator. even a hot, this is like 7 o'clock at night nearly as well. I'm going about 25, 26. Wouldn't want to be going more than that, especially in the day when it's busy. Come up to a set of traffic lights here. We're going to go left at these. It's just one big lane, so don't feel like you need to keep right up against the curb. I'm in the middle now, that's fine. Just don't go on the bit in front of us, that's for cyclists only. Same kind of setup here. Don't go into that bit there for cyclists, and just keep in the middle. Coming up to High Street now, so again, if it's middle of the day, it can be pretty busy depending on what time of day you got your test, so just bear in mind you wouldn't want to go honing it through you know, full 30 miles an hour. To a roundabout, we're going to go right at this roundabout, exit number 3, turning right. There's that cyclist again. Mirrors, indicate left. Go left into this next little road just there. Can be quite tight, so slow it right down, get into 2 definitely. Have a good look. It's clear today, I'm lucky. If in doubt, just let them go. Let them come through, and then look, I've got a lovely clear road now. No drama. The junction at the end, we're going to go right. A bit of a tricky one, this one. It's a busy main road, yeah? So keep on that right right side slightly. Approach really slow. Yeah, I'm alright. Again, if it's middle of the day, it could be really busy, especially around school time. Then we're making our way back to the test centre now. It's nearly the end. Roundabout, it'll be exit number 3 going back to Field Place, Worthing Test Centre. So again, keeping on the inside lane, the right hand lane. And then coming off the roundabout, the correct place. Again, now it goes back down to 5 miles an hour because it's really tight. So just take it slow as you're coming back in. You don't want to muck it up if you've been driving well. There's the 5 mile an hour sign written on the floor too. Big speed bumps. So yeah, go nice and slowly over these. And then we're going to go right back down into the car park where we started. And then because it's busy, I'm just going to drive forward into a bay. Normally I would reverse in. At the end of the test, they might ask you to do a reverse bay park. They might just ask you to drive into a bay, so yeah, just listen to them. Anyway guys, that was Worthing test route number 1. I hope you enjoyed my little talk through and the test route. If you did, if you could just give me a like and subscribe, that would be great. Oh, and also guys, do comment down below if there are any videos that you would like me to do. Alright guys, thanks, bye.